Hey Tech Doctor, are you playing on a retro console? Actually no, I'm playing on my Amazon Fire TV. As you can see here, I can break into this building, I can go inside, and I can now start fighting all of these bad guys. And let me get that gun there. I can pick that up. Oh, take that. Now the main issue with retro gaming on an Amazon Fire TV or an Android TV device is that the process can be a bit complicated. Now you'll have to go ahead and find some emulators online, download them across to your device, then you have to go ahead and find some ROMs online, transfer them across and get the two working together. And that for most people can just seem too complicated, too technical and just too long-winded. So is there a better method? Well, in this video today, let me show you a single application you can download directly onto your Fire TV Stick or Android TV device. And through this single application, you can now go ahead and enjoy all of your favorite retro games. This application really is like a Netflix for retro games. You can browse a massive list of games, choose any game that you want to play. The application will download the game for you, configure everything, and literally within a couple of seconds, you can go ahead and start enjoying that retro game. And just for a quick test, guys, you can see that here I'm emulating a Super Nintendo. Works absolutely fine, really fast and really fluid. I'm not using any external controller because all of the controls are mapped to the standard Firestick remote control. So left and right on the D-pad is fine. The select button does the jump and the back button throws the apple. So it is possible, of course, depending on the system, depending on the game. But personally, if you are serious about doing some retro gaming, I would recommend just plugging in an Xbox controller or really any Bluetooth controller, which will give you just a much better experience. But I'm just demonstrating this just to show you that it is possible if you want to do that with the standard Firestick remote control. Now, to get this application on all of your devices, if you just head over to Downloader, let's open that up, and we can now make a quick connection to my website, which is just tdoctoruk.com, or you can type in the short code 53402. Let's type that in and click on go. And this will take you directly to my website. Now, when you get to my site, if you head over to the hamburger menu, which is one with the 3 lines, click on that, click on tutorials, and the latest tutorial in the list will be how you can get this new version of Happy Chick on all of your devices. It works great on your Android TVs, on your Fire Sticks, Fire TVs, and really is the easiest way to go ahead and start enjoying some retro gaming. Now, historically, there was some concern that the application, when you did try to scan it on VirusTotal, it did come up with some red warnings. Even though they were generally found out to be false positives, it did look a bit scary when you saw those red alerts. But as you can see on the screen now, I have scanned this latest version and it is 100% clean. Let's open that up. You got some step-by-step instructions here. Keep scrolling down. Underneath all of that, you'll have a single download link. So let's click on that now. Scroll down and you're looking for that green download button. Download that directly onto your device. Once you've done that, let's now press the home key and let's now open up the application. Now, the application has a really nice, interesting layout. So you've got your recommended section, which will show you games from lots of different systems. You can see the recent games I've been checking out. You can see new games that have been uploaded, weekly hottest games, classics, and so on and so forth. That's all in recommended. When you go to topic, this is basically more like collections or genres of games. So you got the Mario games, you got the Pokemon games, and so on and so forth, Crash Bandicoot, etc. Now the category is really your main filter, where you can now say, I only want to see Nintendo games, or I only want to see arcade games or Mega Drive games. This is where you do that filtering. Management will show you games that you're currently downloading, or you have downloaded, or that you've imported, because the application also supports you plugging in a USB stick with some of your own ROMs. You can then access and play them through this application. But what we're looking for is that easy one-click, one-play solution, which I will show you in just a second. Now, let's say, for example, I want to download Mario. I can go to topic. Let's click on Mario. I should now see lots of different Mario games. There you got Mario Kart, for example. Here, for example, you got the classic Mario 3. Let's click on that. When you click on a game, you get to see some information on the left about what the game is, and you've got a button to download the game. So I can click on download. Now you may see this option here. I can click on download again, just behind my head. Now then automatically start downloading the game for you, and it's already ready to play. Let's click on play. You now have to select which core you want to use. So these are basically your emulators that you want to use with your game. Now, normally the first one in the list should be okay. So let's just click on the down arrow next to that. You only have to do this process once. That's now downloaded. I can now click on that, click on start, give that a second. And we're now inside Super Mario 3. Now, if you do want to play with the controller, you will have to customize the button. So by default, if you press the play button, that should bring up the RetroArch menu, and we can now configure the settings here. So if I go down into where it says controls, go to port 1 controls. So by default, the up, down, left and right has already been mapped for you. The only thing you need to change is the start button. So if I scroll down, the start button, if we're using a normal controller, would be the second one on the right here. So this is normally select and this side is normally start. But as we're doing this with the Firestick remote control, we have to choose another button for start. So what I normally use is the forward button. So if I scroll down, we can see the forward button here is assigned to insert or eject disk, which we don't care about. So I press the select button there. I'm now going to change this to start. That's it. I can now press back again. Let's go back to the quick menu and click on resume. And now when I press the forward key, that presses start. So I can press start again. And here we are inside Mario World 3 on my Amazon Fire TV. Let's go to level 1 and here we are. So this is jump. Okay, so the back button is jump. Take that. Okay, so I can go here. Let's see if I can get the mushroom to grow a bit. Alright, just need to get my head out the way. Here we are. Don't eat that. Oh. Okay, completely missed that. But that's working absolutely fine, guys. So I can now go ahead and enjoy some classic retro games directly on my Amazon device without using any external controller. But really, to enjoy this properly, I do recommend pairing an Xbox controller. Okay, so when you want to quit, you can jump off a cliff. But if you just press the play button, I can now select the option to close content and then select quit Happy Chick. Now then take you back to the main menu. Press back again, and we are now once again browsing a big library of games. Now, let's now pair this Xbox controller. I can go to remotes and devices, go to game controllers, add a new controller, and that's now paired. And you can see now when I move the controller, that then allows me to navigate through the Firestick home screen. Let's go back to the application. This one here, let's click on that. Click on download. Click on download again. And that should then start downloading directly to my device. It's done that. I can now click on play. Now for the fighting games, I found the Final Burn Neo emulator was the best one. Let's click on that. Click on start. We're inside the game. I can press start again. Okay, let's go for good old Ken. Okay, so not doing that great, but you get the idea. That's working absolutely fine. Pick that. Okay. Just when you think it's too late, can tdoctoruk rescue this? Of course he can. Alright, so that's that. And when I want to quit, I'll press start and select together. I can now click on close content. Sometimes I have noticed that the application does seem to hang, and if it does, just do a force stop and you can go back into it. But really, if you are looking for the easiest way to play some retro games without requiring any faffing about, trying to find stuff online, trying to configure things, I do think Happy Chick is worthwhile checking out. Maybe just as a starting point into your emulation journey to see, do you even enjoy playing retro games? And if you do, then there are many guides online you can follow to actually do things the manual proper way if you want to do that. But really appreciate your support. Do like and share this video, and I'll hopefully catch up with you guys real soon. Thanks.